Tonight's headlines: Asia-Pacific can prosper sans Cold War mentality, says President Marcos. Galvez admits rumblings within AFP. Philippines ready for COVID-19 global health emergency lifting. DBM issues budget call for 2024. LPA and shear line to bring rains over eastern Philippines. The government expects strong GDP growth. And Philippine Stocks Index slips. Good evening. Today is Tuesday, January 17, 2023. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Cue. Here are the stories for this evening. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. said countries in the Asia-Pacific region can pursue their own destiny and not be affected by intense geopolitical rivalry, adding that Cold War mentality is not something they want to embrace. Marcos made the comment during a luncheon hosted for him and Philippine Chief Executive Officers by the Philippine Economic Development Cabinet clusters in Davos, Switzerland. The president is in Davos for the World Economic Forum. He said there is pressure on Asia-Pacific countries to take sides due to the intense geopolitical tension in the region, but stressed that Association of Southeast Asian Nations and the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation member economies are determined not to return to the Cold War mentality, wherein they have to choose if they will be under the Soviet Union or United States spheres of influence. The president also said he and other leaders in the region want a multipolar system in the South China Sea where no one country is in control. Defense Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. on Tuesday said they are eyeing to resolve the unrest within the armed forces of the Philippines on or before the end of first quarter of 2023. Galvez made the assurance at a Senate hearing as he admitted that there are rumblings within the military ranks due to the unintended consequences of Republic Act 11709, which grants a 3-year fixed term for key AFP officials, including the Chief of Staff. The defense chief disclosed that he personally requested President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to make the appointments before going to Davos, Switzerland for the World Economic Forum. Galvez attributed the delay in the appointments to the election ban and the transition from the Duterte administration and the Marcos administration, and that the delayed appointments will mostly affect those officers who belong to Class 90 and Class 94. Department of Health Officer in charge Maria Rosario Vergeres said Tuesday that the Philippines is ready should the World Health Organization declare an end to the global health emergency due to COVID-19. Based on a Reuters report, the WHO Emergency Committee is set to meet on January 27 to consider whether COVID-19 still represents a global emergency 3 years after the pandemic was declared. Vergeres said that if the state of public health emergency is lifted, the country will remain cautious and vigilant against the coronavirus disease and will still be imposing the same restrictions. In December 2022, the WHO expressed hope that COVID-19 would no longer be a global health emergency at some point in 2023. It also urged China to share information that could pinpoint how the pandemic started. Tribune News on Cue will be back after these reminders.
Mga impormasyong direktang makukuha mula sa sources at diretsahang usapan. Yan ang ating daming sa inyo sa programang Straight Talk. Samahan nyo kami sa makabuluhang talakayan live tuwing Martes alas 10 ng umaga sa official Facebook page ng Daily Tribune at Tribune Now on YouTube. Be updated sa news and happenings katribu. Hatid ng Daily Tribune sa inyo ang mga balitang napapanahon sa loob at labas ng bansa. Kami na ang bahala sa paghahatid sa inyo ng mga latest and reliable news. We got you covered sa programang Tribune News on Cue. Mapapanood mula umaga hanggang gabi, Lunes hanggang Biyernes sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube.
In other news, the Department of Budget and Management has called on government departments and agencies to prepare for their budget proposals for fiscal year 2024. On January 12, Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman issued National Budget Memorandum Number 145, or the National Budget Call, signaling the preparatory stage for the drafting of the National Expenditure Program for next year. The budget call was issued to all heads of departments, agencies, bureaus, offices, commissions, state universities and colleges, and other instrumentalities of the national government and all others concerned. The memorandum requested all agency heads to begin preparing their budget proposals for 2024. State Weather Bureau Pagasa announced that a low-pressure area and shear line will bring cloudy skies and rains over the Kalayaan Islands and the eastern section of southern Luzon and the Visayas. The LPA was located 330 kilometers west of Puerto Princesa City, Palawan at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Surigao del Norte, the Dinagat Islands, Eastern Visayas, Bicol Region, Quezon, and Kalayaan Islands would experience cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms with possible flooding or landslides due to moderate to heavy rains. Apayao, Cagayan Valley, and Aurora will have cloudy skies with rains due to the northeast monsoon or amihan with possible flooding or landslides due to moderate to at times heavy rains. Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with light rains. In business, Finance Secretary Benjamin Diokno said the government is expecting a strong full-year gross domestic product growth for 2022 and around 6.5% GDP growth in 2023. Diokno made the announcement during a luncheon hosted for President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Philippine business leaders by the Philippine Economic Development Cabinet Cluster in Davos, Switzerland. The President is in Davos for the World Economic Forum. The Finance Secretary said the 2022 GDP growth will most likely be much faster than the target 6.5 to 7.5%. The government will formally announce the GDP growth for 2022 later this month, but the GDP growth forecast for 2023, however, is 6.5% due to the expected slowdown of the global economy. Diokno said the country's bustling manufacturing sector, record low unemployment, and stable and resilient banking system can alleviate buffers against external headwinds and indicate a resilient economy. He also said opening economic sectors to foreign equity, improving the ease of doing business, and allowing for modern transformative industries to take root and grow will further sustain the economy. And profit-taking took over the local bourse's main index on Tuesday, resulting in its slip, while the peso ended the day sideways against the US dollar. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index shed 0.45% or 31.44 points to 7,014.04 at the closing bell. The broader all shares also ended in the red with a drop of 0.47% or 17.23 points to 3,657.92. Industrial posted the biggest decline among the sectoral gauges after it went down by 1.33%. It was followed by holding firms at 1.03%, financials at 0.73%, and mining and oil at 0.56%. Volume reached 1.25 billion shares amounting to 10.14 billion pesos. Decliners led advancers at 111 to 77 while 38 shares were unchanged. Meanwhile, the peso ended the day sideways at 54.82 against the US dollar from its 54.575 close a day ago. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch us again tomorrow only here at Daily Tribune's Facebook page. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel and you're watching Tribune News on Cue. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tercito are available on our community Viber.
1, 2, 3, 2, 1! Isumbong mo, ikalat sa madla upang kainisan, sa gayon ay magtanda. Halukayin mo, pribadong buhay niya, pasikatin natin para mas lumala.
Sir, meron ako napanood, bagong secret na i-a-untold, bagong pahina maa-unfold, online chismis maa-upload, bagong libangan ni nanay, tatay, lolo't lola, pasa-pasa mo sa katabi, kala mong bola, walang kinikilingan, kala mo saranggola, sakto sa lahat to nakala mong Coca-Cola, grabe si kuya, binugbog yung driver, sinapak sinipan, nakala mong shider, huli natin doon sa cider, yung mukha ni kuya bigyan ng title, dapat kasi sila yung hinuhuli nyo, galito ko sa mga bully pinupubliko, eto ganti ko sa mga nabubuli nyo, yung mga nabubuli pinubuli ko, pinalaki maliit na suliran, yung ginawang libangan habang kumakain, kung ano ang tahimik ay paiingay, kung ano ang pribado masarap palukayin. Mali na ata, pero ba pagmura afford ng bata, minor de edad o sa edad na nga ba, masakit na salita, walang minor na mapara.
Ikalat sa madla upang kainisan, sa gayon ay magtanda. Halukayin mo, pribadong buhay niya, pasikatin natin para mas lumala.
Sa kapanig, kaliwa o kanan, away ng haligid, ilaw ng tahanan, labanan ni palakasan ng hiyawa, para pro Duterte at mga dilawan, i-play mo na, ba't ako'y gutom, mga tagapanood, pwede ng hukom, walang investiga, okay na ako to, kung apoy ang lait, ako ay sunog, nakikisaw-saw mga nakikihamon, mga nagkamali pa nung muling paahon, bigay ng pagkakataon, para bumangon, pag-usapan ng pribado at mahinahon, ibig kong sabihin, may proseso, kahit wala ka doon sa kongreso, wala nang away yung ego, o pero sa batang huli, talagang peso-peso.
Ikalat sa madla upang kainisan, sa gayon ay